You are a crusader, right? Did you come to free Dresden? My name is Arushale. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am a demon. But I swear, I fight the forces of the abyss just like you. Desna helped me understand how disgusting the life of a succubus is. For the last few years, I've been passing the demon's plans to the Crusaders and running sabotage operations. I even tried to warn Canarbris of the attack. That's what got me locked in this cage.
A demon on the path to redemption? If she's not lying, this is a true miracle. Of course, it's hard to trust a demon, but Goddess, I beg you, let this be true.
A repentant demon? Of course. Don't tell me you believe a single word from her filthy lips.
Yes, that was me. Ever since I went over to the Crusaders' side, I've been sending them information about the demon's plans. Sadly, my warnings didn't help save Canarbris. You have no reason to trust me. I am a succubus, which means no matter how believable my words are, all of them could be a sweet lie. Even if I swear by Desna that I'm on your side, it would be wiser not to trust me. But I am not trying to lead you to evil. I won't promise an easy way to defeat the demons and then lead you into a trap. I am not offering any deals. I only ask for one thing. Let me out of this prison. I will leave and never bother you again.
This was ill-considered. You should have killed her here, not given her a chance to return and stab us in the back.
I get it. Taking pity on monsters and freaks is just something you do. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
Fly away! Fly free, you beautiful, scary butterfly.
Thank you. I will not ask you for anything else, and I will offer nothing in return. You'd only think I was trying to hurt you. I will leave, and you will never see me again. Farewell.
Done. Follow my steps. Monsters are slaughtering us! How can this be?
Stop talking! Fight!
There! That's what happens to cowards! Get it together, you maggots, and we'll destroy them!
Quiet! Don't make me mad!
There they are! There they are! They're coming! Go over? You're all so stupid. I've been on their side from the very beginning, even before the Queen.
Shut your mouth! They didn't come here to talk. They came to die.
We're finished!
Stop, you carrion! You think I'm not going to find you?
This demon is more dangerous than anything we've encountered here before. Let's attack together. This is our chance.
Death to the mortals! Lie down! Die!
Rada says hello. Sweet dreams, demon.
You little runt! You and Willdust will regret this! I'll find you and shove your entrails down your throat!
Damn it. Thought we were supposed to kill him on the spot.
You're so good at healing other people. How come you don't heal yourself?
Of what? There's nothing wrong with me.
jokes are fun. I like a good joke, but turning the crusade into one? I hope it doesn't get to that.
A mess of an army.
Oh, yes! Now that is how I like my crusades. As soon as this is over, I suggest we hold a feast, courtesy of my dearest cousin, to whom we shall most assuredly send a detailed report. I can take it upon myself to organize it.
Milady, this creature is about to die. Shouldn't you?
Behold, I already. Behold the death I saw.
You see, suture? Shouldn't has no place here. I've waited for a very long time, but now the hour has come to turn my ideas into reality. I still have things to do in Canopus, but you must leave. Go to the old laboratory. I have a special task for you.
The laboratory? I hate that foul place. But I dare not disobey you, milady.
Forgive me this little masquerade. I am a Rilu Vorlesh, also known as the architect of the world wound.
What are we meant to discuss with one of the key figures in our enemy's army, I wonder?
Watch it. She's deadlier than a dozen demons. The betrayer of humanity. Her words are poison and lies.
You've handled the power of the Sword of Valor well. Such artifacts are almost like living creatures, and they react to their own kind, shall we say. The Sword of Valor once belonged to a mere mortal who became a goddess. It seems to see something kindred in you. Touching you has left the sword irreversibly changed. Now it is your banner, not Iomede's. Although perhaps it will still stop the demons from teleporting to the city as before.
Wherever you go, things change. Someone who lived dies, and someone who died is saved. Objects that were one thing become another. Why?
Without realizing it, this mad girl just asked a very important question. But for now, I shall let you seek the answer yourself. The Yoniel you freed from the dungeon was merely a mask. Sometimes I like to wear the guise of my fallen enemies, to study them from the inside. The real Yoniel has been gone for a long time. But unfortunately for her, not permanently. Her lot is far more frightening than the one I showed you. Perhaps you will learn the truth one day, but for now, it isn't necessary. Would you speak to me if I came to you in my true form? Well, this will never happen again. I no longer need to hide my face.
Wait a moment. You mean to say that on that terrible day in the square, our most honorable prelate, defender of the city against foes from within and without, stood shoulder to shoulder with the Rilu Vorlish herself, and he didn't suspect a thing? Forgive me, but it's just too sublime. Do great villains and deities often gad about in disguise like that? Perhaps we've all shaken the hand of a herald, maybe even Zon Kuthan's, and we didn't even know it.
I was there, as were you. She made fools of us all.
True, true. But only one of us boasted that the queen and the goddess had personally appointed him to guard Canabris against enemies from without and within. Neither you nor I, as I recall, ever arrested anyone or had them burned at the stake for their supposed crimes, all while crowing that we could sniff out an evildoer at 50 paces.
I'm creating something. Building. Studying how the land lies. Laying the foundation. I am called the architect for a reason. I'm not asking you to trust me. That would be unforgivably stupid. But I suggest, just suggest, that you search. Analyze. Think. What happened in old Sarkoris? What is the world wound? What is happening to you? Search for your answers. And for now, farewell.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here!
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us!
If he kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me till the end.
Hello, Minago. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake, and Dresden fell to the demons. The Queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of Crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about staunching the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. And when I grew desperate, I only had two choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day, or go over to the other side. Put yourself in my place. Imagine yourself in that position. What would you choose?
I don't know. I have haven't had a particularly nice time either in the River City. First there was the fire, then there were lots of other things. But I'm not angry at the people. I know they didn't do it out of malice.
Oh, girl. I should have followed your example dozens of years ago and found shelter in blissful madness. Maybe a feeble-minded beggar with no name and no memory would have been happier than the condemned traitor Staunton Vane. But now it's too late for that, too.
You have no idea how tired I am of you, mortal. But never mind. Today, we will finally be done with you. Right, Staunton? Right, sweetie?
You know, I once heard a peasant trying to convince his sick sheep to overcome her constipation and share her impacted torrent of crap with the rest of the world. The sheep was obviously very dear to the peasant, and he cooed and called her lambkin and darling as he described the process in graphic detail, apparently to inspire the beast. Well, listening to that wasn't half as stomach-churning as listening to your filthy demon mouth spewing honeys and sweeties all over the place. Ugh.
That's not your concern, mortal!
The Masters punished her cruelly for her failure in Canabras. As you can see, the leaders of the demons are as patient with their slaves as the Crusaders are with their commanders.
Sweetie, why are you telling him this? What does it matter? What?
Quiet.
You think I'd miss the chance to see Staunton wipe that grin off your smug face? For years, you self-appointed champions of good have treated us like dirt beneath your feet. If the demons will help us get our revenge, then we're with the demons!
Of course. I regret nothing. And I'm ready to pay my dues. What about you? Are you ready to pay for everything you've done in the name of your pathetic queen?
Not everyone here is fighting for Mendev and its queen, fallen paladin. When you crossed to the demon's side, you betrayed all mortal kind. And for that, you must pay.
Right. No point in wasting time talking. To arms!
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Dresden together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it!
You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast! Give me back what's mine! Take him, he's yours, and Dresden too! I don't care about this fortress, or this half-wit. Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions, your constant squabbling, your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. I've seen that show countless times. Have fun with Staunton. You and he have similar ideas about what counts as entertainment. Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
So this is to be my fate? I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore! I suspect you can, but I'll make you work for it. Let's get this over with. To arms. Yes.
Oh, you poor thing.
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Dresden and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally. And thank you for what you have done for the Crusades. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before. Your power bears little resemblance to other manifestations of the Inheritor's will that I have been fortunate enough to witness. But who can fathom the god's designs? And Iomedae has many heavenly allies, and they helped us on several occasions throughout the Crusades. There. I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart? The architect of the World Wound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Stanchion Vane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Aurelia was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Aurelu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord. The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Dresden was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Dresden. Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander. We won the battle for Dresden, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomedae for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Golfri has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Dresden, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing. Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have. It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters. We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the gray road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges and cut us off from Dresden. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing. Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sikoris lie in that direction. But after the siege of Dresden, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search. As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the World Wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other. There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Houndhearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Dresden. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nuradendawar, the traitor you caught. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course. Right you are, Commander. Commander. That day during the battle, No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.